Well, getting back to right where we left off, still doing post-commentary, we are going to reverse your humanity, or reverse hollowing, whichever. Same rules apply, but since there was still a fault in my thing, we're still on offline play. And, since we're in Blighttown, there should be a NPC invasion right about in a second. Come on. There she is. Maneater Mildred. Not the biggest, pains in anywhere. She is rather easy to kill. Only problem is, well, if you're moving slow in the bog, you may want to get inside, so you're not moving around real slowly when you try and murder her. Also, the bugs can get kind of annoying. Kind of annoying being the key phrase. More so annoying than kind of, but Little simple though. Works basically like a lighter version of the Butchers, and drops us a nice humanity and a Butcher Cleaver. 3 nice humanity. My pardon. Now there's a lot of things I'm not doing in the swamp that I'll come back to. Probably in the next video, because there's a lot of coverage here. And due to the schedule of this video, we don't have a lot of time. So let's just get right on going. If I didn't explain this last video, I do believe I did. Poison, because we're walking in the bog water, and annoying. Also, this is Quaylana. She is the NPC you want to talk to if you want to ascend your Pyromancer Flame to level above 15. She is the only NPC who can ascend your Pyromancer Flame to level above 15. And she will only be seeable and interact withable if you have a Pyromancer Flame of level 10 and above. That being said though, she sells some of the most powerful pyromancery in the entire game. And when you have killed a much later boss, if you are actually talking to her on a frequent basis, she will grant you another pyromancery, which you can also get from killing her, but less favorable. Less favorable. Would definitely keep sticking onto her. Anyway, going into the next area, Quelaag's Domain. You may have heard that name before. It is also the name of our sword we're wielding around. She is also the upcoming boss of this area, so I will let her get back to business once I've figured out what the hell I'm here for. Oh, I think I'm here to cure my poison or something. My life is actually still figuring down while I'm doing this, so yeah. You may want to be careful about that. Careful. Also, there's an NPC summoning we can do here, and we are indeed going to do, because not mitigating her attention is kind of not funny. We're going to be summoning Maneater Mildred, who we just killed. Wonderful, isn't it? Anyway, Maneater Mildred, as you saw before, not really the sharpest knife in the crayon box, but let's have the boss introduction. And there you have it, the Chaos Witch Quelaag. Half spider, half witch. 100% lava spitting monstrosity. Now, Firework Warrior, as you may guess, does not work very well on her. Mildred will do insane amounts of damage if she is not stuck on just running into the freaking magma that spiders spits out. Also, as she's wielding Quelaag's Fury Blade, Fury Sword, Fury whatever, it does a heck load of fire damage, and I don't have the best fire resistance in the world, but it's pretty up there. So, even though blocking. Also, Mildred should now be getting over here and actually starting doing some damage, as you can see on the life gauge of the boss. She actually does a fairly good input when she does. She's also really good at distracting the boss, which is nice. The Quelaag has a few attacks you need to be wary of. First one, that combo attack. It will wreck you if you don't parry it or roll out of the way of anything. Stabby attack, which I believe she's doing there, which will impale you. It'll be generally unpleasant. She spits magma in a variety of different ways. I do not believe she does her charge attack, where she basically jumps into the air and spits magma underneath her. She does jump back though. Other than that, she has two noteworthy attacks. A stomp attack to the side, which does massive damage, and a explosionary attack, which she will do. Maybe? I think. Maybe not. Up, there it is. When you see Quelaag bowing down towards the spider, that's when she's gonna explode. Get away from that. You don't want to be anywhere near like that. Otherwise, I do believe the boss is almost dead, and we basically have this platform in the bag. And that will net us the nice amount of a twin humanity, the soul of Quelaag, and 60,000 souls, which we can use to do whatever. Also, for trouble, we are now allowed to go into the next room over and find the second Bell of Awakening. Yay! So let's ring that bell. And with that we get another homeward bone. That is the entrance to the next major area we want to go into. Before that I have a little bit of cleaning up to do. Also, before we even consider going back or doing anything else, right down here is the first majorly missable thing. You can cut down this illusionary wall to find a path leading to a bonfire.
Oh dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Sure.
But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
And for this next thing, if you have the old witch's ring, you can equip it in order to get the biggest guild trip in the game. Welcome to Quelaag's sister. Something or other, I don't remember the name entirely. She is the leader of the Daughters of Chaos Covenant, and without the old witch's ring, you can't understand her. You'll just be seeing ... question mark. With it though, yes, he confuses us for his sister, who we just slew. Whose only reason for attacking us was actually to gain our humanity, so...
What is it?
blah. Yeah. talk now, game?
Quite, it was so very nice to chat.
See, this is why I don't like post-commentary. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Anyway. She wanted all humanity so she could feed it to her sister in order to allow her to live for longer. She is currently basically very, very ill, out from curing, I think, most of the now servants of the Chaos Daughters, the guys with the X on their back, from the plague of Blighttown, the Blight Pus, as it is so commonly known in the game. She basically sucked that out of them and took it upon herself. All of these eggs that we see around, they're all linked to her. Dead. And still feeding on her. Yeah. Quelaag was just trying to help. And we murdered her. And her sister now thinks we're her. Joyous. Regardless though. Welcome to the Demon Ruins. Where, as you can see, there's a hole. Lots of lava. Some tentacles in the background. Pretty nice place. Pretty nice place. You can make a summer home here and call it a home. Be like, yo, I have hope. But I digress. That fog wall over there is the next boss, and I do believe I'm stupid enough to actually go in and try and take him out the gimmicky way. There are two ways to take out this boss. The first of which would be to lower him into that giant hole right down there, where he will just fall to his death and you'll be happy and laughing and whatever. I'm not going to be able to comply with that. I will link a video in the description so you can see how it looks if you're interested. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to live without it, because I couldn't pull it off. It is gimmicky and hard, and you may or may not want the fire resistance ring for this one, because he hurts otherwise. He also does not have any introduction of any description. Now as you come in here you can just kind of run along and, you know, nothing really unusual in here, it's just a cliff overlooking a pool of lava and some ruins. Because the boss is actually not any kind of hostile at the moment. He's just kind of standing over there being a tentacle monster and, you know, generally neat dude. Just kind of standing there. Be like, yo, what's up? He will not start attacking you unless you attack him, which you can't do if you only have Pyromancery, because he is completely and utterly immune to fire attacks. Or you can go over to this altar over here and loot it. And then he'll be immediately pissed off at you for some reason or another. Maybe it was his clothes. Anyway, welcome to the fight against the Ceaseless Discharge. Now the way you damage this guy is either level 1 onto the location, pull up one of his tentacles, and slam it on the ground. And you can see, it even missed me there. I still took half my health in damage. But you can then step it, and that's generally how you do damage to him. He has a variety of attacks. That one is his "you're out of my range" kind of attack, and it will generally mess up your day. Now there are two ways about doing this, the one way being the gimmicky way, and the way where you lure him over to the hole so he can fall down it. The other way is to stay in this crevice, which we won't be doing, and snap off his limbs one by one. Cough cough, you're not actually snapping his limbs, you're just, you know, cutting. Close one. I do believe I messed up here by not keeping on running. I do believe that is what I was supposed to do, but I didn't, so now he's just going to start spamming attacks like that. Every single one of this guy's attacks are basically unblockable that way. Yeah. Did that. So, I died. And I can assure you that my next attempt will not go any better, sadly. Oh well. The price you pay for trying to be gimmicky. Yes. Anyway, we start right back here. Along with all the servants of the Daughters of Chaos. Interesting note, by the way, on the Covenant of the Daughters of Chaos. If you speak to Quelaag's sister, and you join the Covenant, you get the Great Chaos Fireball Pyromancy. You can only get this once, so in New Game Plus you cannot get it again, unfortunately, otherwise I would have done that and I would have totally attuned it, so I had 8 uses of that instead of just 4, but I digress. I'm not using much Pyromancy in this run anyway, oddly so. Anyway, now that you have already looted the altar, you'll see that the Ceaseless Discharge is actually hostile right off the get-go. Which is kind of annoying. But... he's gonna attack me. I realize this and I go, oh crap. And now he's just going to spam me to death if I don't recall incorrectly. Yep, he's basically gonna spam me to death. Or he might start moving. No, he's not moving. No, he's moving. Good. I don't remember how this goes, by the way. I just remember that I'll die again horribly because this boss does not like being gimmicky. I think I need to run further away from him, but at some point he'll just stop caring about me and just start spamming spells. Or just swinging his arms around, being all like, swing, actually. Now, as soon as you're all the way back here, maybe a little further, he is kind of supposed to just follow you and just blindly fall into the pit. But if you get too far, he will start doing that for a living and not get anything out of that. He's gonna Yep, this is how I'm gonna die. I'm quite frustrated that I was quite frustrated at this part in the original recording because hell, this is no way to die. Also at this point I realized I have no more Estus. So I was like, oh, bookery. There is a far easier way to take this guy out, by the way. I'm not really sure why I decided to go the gimmicky way, but I guess I wanted to show off to you guys and be like, yay, I can do neat stuff, and it comes back and kicks me in the ass. As per usual. That is how it usually is with these kind of games. You try and do something neat, and everybody's like, oh yay, and then you can just fall on your ass doing it. I don't know why I just kept on trying, because... oh, I even crunched your humanity. Wow. I'm desperate. I'd forgotten I crunched the humanity over that one. Jeez. Humanity will basically heal you to full when they're consumed. Not the most prominent use of them, but the only way of using, the only way of healing if you're invading someone's world. So, you may want to use them. And we died. Hoody frickety hoody. Hoobity hoody hoody hoo. Hoobity 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 hoo. Hoobity hoobity hoobity. Never mind. I don't really know what to talk about right now, so yeah. There's a loading screen. And I do believe at this point I had decided to cut out everything that comes next, but I coincidentally beat him on the next try, so I guess I'll just let everything stay in. You know how it is. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't even. But regardless, Next try, we're gonna take him out the normal way, and I guess I'll explain something about how to take him out normally, then. Just passing through the fog wall. Luckily there's no enemies in between or anything, so you're not really in any kind of danger. My computer's still sleeping. Damn you, computer, and your sleeping schedule. Why couldn't you have insomnia or something? What? Anyway. I don't wish insomnia upon anyone, it is horrible to have. Regardless though, the easier way to kill the boss is to just wait in this little crevice here. Because once he's pulled his arm out of the ground, he will come over here, see that you're in there and be like, I'm gonna reach in there, I'm gonna smack him in the face. And then you just kind of start slicing his arm with the blood. And then you wait. And he does it again. Now there is something to say on this technique, I guess you can call it, which is that his arm sometimes has a tendency of glitching through the ground. So it will basically be on the other side of the world, and you cannot hurt him. Which is annoying when it happens. And sometimes, if you're just standing there, like in the opening and not rolling away from it, he will hurt you, even though you're on the other side of the wall. He has insane reach, and he does like its high health of damage with his. Watch out for that. Regardless though, we are just about done with this, and once we're done with this, I think I'm just going to run back to the bonfire if I'm not entirely mistaken. But before we do this, let's see what the actual reason for us killing him is. Other than, souls. Now a whole new area has been unlocked to us. A whole new area which we will not explore in the slightest in the next upcoming time. Because exploring it right now would be silly. We need a specific item before we can even progress into the Demon Ruins, the actual Demon Ruins, not the front part which we're in right now. And before we get that, we will have to go another 2 or 3 bosses. It depends on which road they plan to take, but we can actually go do that. I think that's something to cover for the next 2 episodes. I think we can manage. Until then, though, I am going to say, next time we'll be rounding up some of the stuff that happens in the Blight Sound Swamp, and until then, later everyone. Bye.